We can 2 minutes until showtime. We can prepare ourselves.
Excellent. This is fun. We're going to have a good time. There will be some music, and then I will come on and do the introduction, and then you come on, and Rosa can say hello, and we can start talking after she says hello, and you do the introductions, okay?
Okay.
That way, I don't know your name fully. So
if you prefer, my name in English is easier. It's William. My name in Portuguese is Guilherme.
Oh wow!
It's a little bit
really
different.
Pretty the way you say it.
You can say Tom. You can call me Tom.
Tom?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. But I'll let you do the introductions. That way, if some of your friends.
Okay. 1 minute until showtime. Okay, Daddy.
They can listen, then they can hear you.
Okay.
So we got like 50-something seconds left. Like I said, the music will come on.
Okay.
And then I'll do the introduction of the show. And then I'll introduce Rosa. And then we can introduce her and the paranormal. And just start asking, I'll ask brief questions, how she's doing and with the paranormal, because she's been very busy.
Okay. Let's follow this idea.
Okay. We'll go by ear.
Okay.
It always works best when we just.
Okay, I'm gonna say to them here.
Sure.
Ela vai botar música. Sim. Aí vai falar com eles, tá? Vão todos e Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to USA Paranormal Radio. My name is Deborah Perkins. I am your host, and I have a great show this evening coming straight out of Brazil. We have Rosa Maria Jaques from Visio Paranormal. I'd like to introduce her and her translator now. His name is Tonio. So welcome to the show, everybody.
Hi Debbie, it's a pleasure to be here with you. Rosa would like to say hello to us.
Olá Gabi, é um prazer. Olá, tudo bom? É um prazer estar novamente conversando com você.
She said that it's a very big pleasure to talk with you again and everybody that is here, us right now.
Will you tell her and everybody I am smiling from ear to ear?
Ok. Ela disse que ela está sorrindo de orelha a orelha, literalmente, por estar conosco novamente aqui no programa.
Nós também.
She said, us again.
Oh, wonderful. I've been communicating with Rosa for the past, since before the past show, and it's always a pleasure to talk with her, or just talk with her on the Facebook, so tell her I appreciate everything, and especially for the paranormal field.
Ok. Ela disse que ela gostou muito da entrevista passada e ela aprecia muito esse trabalho de paranormalidade, né, que você faz, e toda a investigação, toda a parte da investigação.
Porque essa investigação tem dois momentos. E esses dois momentos são: o primeiro, falar, buscar a história dos fantasmas, das energias, dos espíritos impregnados em locais, também mostrando às pessoas que elas podem se comunicar de forma tranquila, quem tem essa capacidade de comunicação.
Debbie, Rosa said right now that this communication, this paranormal activity that she has, she is a paranormal investigator and journalist, and she has the support of João Toqueto, that is the investigator chief and the executive producer of the program. She said that the paranormal activity has two moments. The moment of the investigation, to go to the place and to see how things are there, the spirits, and then to be a channel with everybody that is there about the spirits, the dead and the alive, or the dead and the energies that are coming up or that are involved in the place.
Thank you. That's wonderful. I was going to ask you to ask Rosa how old she was when she first realized she was interested in paranormal.
Com quantos anos você percebeu a sua paranormalidade?
Com 6 anos de idade.
She said with 6 years old.
Wow, that's very young.
Frisando que agora eu tenho 63.
She would like to say that, reminding that now I have 62 years old.
Well, she's young. 62 young. You tell her she's young. And very beautiful.
Deb disse que você é muito nova e ainda muito bonita.
Muito obrigada.
She said, really thank you, Deb. Really. She really appreciated it.
She knows I think the world of her. I really do.
Oh, nice. Ela disse que agradece ao mundo por você também estar nesse trabalho, fazendo esse trabalho.
E eu também agradeço ao mundo me dar essa oportunidade de fazer esse trabalho.
She said that she appreciates, she's grateful to the world give her to do this job, you know, to act like a paranormal, to have this gift.
It's truly a gift, and she is absolutely right. I was going to ask you to ask her, what type of investigations has she been getting into lately? Okay. Is it more homes, houses, or factory-type buildings?
Okay, I'm gonna ask her.
Okay.
Ela perguntou em quais são os tipos de investigação que você tem feito mais. Se são apartamentos, casas, ou se são casas grandes, se são fábricas, depósitos, galpões.
Olha, nós estamos fazendo muitas pesquisas, em cemitérios, hospitais psiquiátricos, casas pequenas e locais abandonados.
She said that the investigation it's happening in a very strong moment now in psychiatrists, hospitals, and abandoned locals, little houses too, and big places, lugares grandes com
presídios.
She said that place where people are arrested in the past, places where slaves were in the past too, like farms. Okay, so all the places that she receives the calls, todos os lugares que você recebe o chamado. All the place that she receives the calls of the spirits that communicates to her and go to the place.
Now, does she get more calls more recently because paranormal is becoming more, people are becoming more interested in it?
As pessoas estão ficando mais interessadas nesse tipo de investigação que você está fazendo. Qual tipo de investigação? The type of the investigation that she's doing. If the people are interested of. That's the ask. Sorry, could you repeat, please?
Oh, I was asking, does she see a rise in the popularity of the paranormal in Brazil?
Sorry, I didn't understand. Now I'm gonna translate.
That's okay. That's okay.
Se você se sente bem com a popularidade da paranormalidade, de ser paranormal.
Para mim é normal, é uma coisa natural. Eu gosto muito de que as pessoas entendam através de mim o que é paranormalidade e o que é comunicação dos espíritos.
She said, Debbie, about the popularity that she really appreciates the job, the paranormal activity that she does to explain about the phenomena, what happens when she communicates with the spirits, when she helped them to move on. That this kind of popularity, it's good to her to explain how she can say something about the paranormal activity, why this is important to the world. Her job, in this case, to help the spirits.
E também está preparada para as críticas positivas e negativas.
And she said that to be ready, this kind of popularity, it's good to be ready to all kinds of critical things. Could be positive or negative.
I understand.
Sorry.
I do understand that.
Okay. About all it's good to see everybody talking about, okay, and understand the process of parts of supernatural things, okay, these paranormal activities, and the good things that people say, and the bad things too that she can learn about it. She can receive the bad things and listen what they're saying, and sometimes she can brings another explanation and give more things to them.
So Rosa is sensitive.
Você é sensitiva.
Eu sou sensitiva, vidente e telepata.
She said that she's sensitive. She's a telepath, and she's a psychic.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Psychic.
Yeah. Okay. She said that.
Like a medium.
Yes,
psychic
like
medium.
médium. Como se fosse médium.
Não, porque não incorpora. Porque o médium é um sensitivo telepata. É parecido, mas não há incorporação.
She said that it's not exactly the same thing. It's almost there because the medium, it's like a telepath sensitive, incorporate, you know, receives some spirits, and she's different. She's more a psychic, a vision, you know. It's like
excellent. I understand, and I know everybody else understands as well.
Okay.
Now, what type of cases has she been working on that are very interesting to her?
Okay. Que tipos de caso que você tem trabalhado que tem sido bem interessantes?
Cada caso é um caso, é uma vivência, uma experiência, é algo muito diferenciado. Mas o mais interessante que eu posso contar foi o último agora, que eu estava deitada e ouvi uma voz me dizer, vem me tirar do porão. Quando eu acordei, falei para o João, nós fomos ver um e-mail, tinha uma pessoa pedindo para nós ajudarmos numa vivência de 40 anos atrás, que eles fecharam um porão e não houve religião, o místico que quisesse interferir naquele processo de 40 anos atrás.
she said that a very interesting case that they were investigating right now. It was first of all, she said that we have different kinds of cases, okay, a lot of cases, but one of those that were very interesting. She was sleeping, and then she received a call of a spirit that this spirit was in a basement of a house, and then she called João, that is the investigator chief of the program, and then he come to the computer because sometimes they receive emails about the places to investigate. And this day she said, "Please, João, go to see if we have something in the computer, in this way, like this house." And João come here, and it was exactly like Rosa said. They had a call by email of someone saying to do an investigation in a place, in a house, 40 anos?
42.
Of 42 years. Espírito preso 42 anos atrás. A spirit that was in the house by 42 years in the basement to do the investigation.
Wow. Did she ever get scared?
Vai correr televisão internacional.
Você tem medo?
Não,
Fica
nem
com
pouquinho.
medo?
Não.
No, she doesn't have.
Pra mim é uma pessoa, né?
She said that it's like a person.
Yes.
It's
Does she experience other types of entities other than human spirit?
Você teve outras experiências? Que tipos de experiências?
Tenho muitas experiências. No cemitério, aqui em Diadema, né, João?
Isso.
No cemitério aqui em Diadema, que nós entramos à noite, a aparelhagem, de repente eu ouvi uma voz, eu voltei ao túmulo, os aparelhos funcionaram e a pessoa disse que ao identificar era a esposa do primeiro prefeito que usava cadeiras de rodas, que ela estava muito chateada que fizeram uma festa municipal e não citaram o nome do marido.
She said that another case, because she had a lot of cases, and she said that another case very interesting. They were in a cemetery filming and bringing the instruments that they have, the electromagnetic field meters and the temperature meters too.
Yeah.
And then in the investigation they were passing by and a spirit called her, and she gone to the specific place that this spirit called her, and this spirit was the wife of a past mayor of the city that the cemetery was built. And the spirit was very upset because they have done a municipal city, a party from a city, and didn't said the name of her husband, her dead husband, in this specific party. And she was talking to Rosa about that because she was in a how can I say, in a chair that have wheels. She had a problem with the legs, the spirit. She did.
Okay.
You got it. And
yes, I sure do.
And she was upset. She talked about that she was upset because in this part, specific part that happened in the city where the cemetery was, they didn't bring up the name of the mayor that he was her husband. And
that's sad.
Yeah, that's sad because the way that she said it was a very interesting mayor in the time for the city, and that's why the spirit was upset.
And he deserved to have his honors.
If she deserved to have?
The gentleman deserved to have his honors because he was the mayor.
Ah, okay, yes. Se ela queria ter os seus direitos, né? Como se ela quisesse assim, a mulher queria que ele tivesse os direitos como prefeito, assim,
como
de
se,
chegar...
porque como foi o primeiro prefeito, e faz muitos anos isso, faz muitos anos, ela percebeu que esqueceram da história do marido.
Rosa said that isso foi que você conversou com ela. In this conversation, when she was in a conversation with the spirit, she said why she was upset, because he was the first mayor of the city and brings a lot of good things to the city too, and people were forgetting his story, you know.
Yeah.
That's why she was upset.
I think that would upset any of us.
Yes.
Considering who he was and what he did.
Yes. Yes.
It makes a lot of sense, though.
Ela disse
But
que
but for the woman to carry it after life is very sad for her.
ela disse que isso pode chatear qualquer um de nós, né? Porque você esquecer ou da sua história, de algo que você fez no passado também, pode acabar chateando também.
Porque como eles levam toda a sua história e recebem as vibrações daqui, ela não recebeu a vibração da homenagem.
Rosa said that everybody has, everyone has his history or her history, and if people doesn't bring the energy to give her the energy that she was, her husband was reminded, or something like that, the first mayor, it's an upset thing, because my husband, it was the first mayor of the city, done something for the city too. Why everybody is forgetting his history? So it's like an energy that they are forgetting, you know, leaving behind.
It sounds like she was looking for somebody to help her.
Yes.
To re-recognize her husband for his efforts.
Ela disse que estava como se ela estivesse pedindo ajuda, né? Como ela estava procurando por ajuda com relação às coisas do marido dela.
Pedindo ajuda, porque uma pergunta, por que não relembraram dele?
Porque tinha um representante também da prefeitura junto conosco. Dentro do cemitério, tinha muitas pessoas, e um dos representantes da prefeitura estava conosco e reconheceu que a pessoa que a Rosa descreveu era realmente a mulher que andava de cadeira de rodas e tal, como a Rosa descreveu ela, que era a mulher do primeiro prefeito.
Aí você disse aqui como uma pergunta, né? Tá. Que a pergunta é por que não?
Por que não homenagearam eles?
Tá. Rosa said that it was like a question. Why doesn't give a reminder, you know, a celebration to him that did something for the city in the past? It was like that, to get the memories coming back, you know, reminding the history of the city, the first mayor.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful, though. Yeah. What a wonderful woman to love her husband that much, to want his recognition. And I think she thought she could see in Rosa that maybe she could spark a light in that opportunity to do some type of a celebration in his honor.
Yes, a kind of a communication to express her feelings about it. Ela disse que é uma atitude muito bonita da mulher, né? Se lembrar das coisas do prefeito e ver você como um canal de comunicação para poder conversar sobre isso e dizer por que esquecer essa história, né? Eu falei para ela que foi o primeiro prefeito que fez as coisas pela cidade e tal.
É isso mesmo, ela está certa.
Tá. Debbie, would like to ask Rosa about what kind of things, another investigation part?
Sure, absolutely. She's welcome to tell me anything that she's doing.
Okay.
Anything that's on her mind, absolutely.
Ok. Ela disse que você pode falar de outros casos.
Tem muitos casos.
Né?
Recente, nós temos o caso do Barão, né? Uma fazenda.
Que eles que nos procuram.
Também nos procuraram. Eu estava acordada, uma voz veio conversar comigo e nos deu o local, mais ou menos, o mapa, onde era. Nós fomos...
Vamos por partes. Debbie, I'm gonna translate everything by parts because the history now it's big. Okay? So Rosa has a very interesting program too. That it was a baron, a owner of a farm here in Brazil that they call the past baron, and she received the call when she was wake up, and the spirit come to talk with her. Veio conversar com você.
Veio, ela apareceu, era uma mulher.
O espírito.
O espírito era a mulher do barão que tinha um escravo seguro pelas correntes.
She said that the spirit that came up to talk with her was the woman of this baron, and she had on her hands some like a rope. It's a metal rope that was bringing with her a slave behind her. It's like carrying with a rope this slave.
E nós fomos procurar a história do barão. É que o barão teve uma escrava que ele se apaixonou e ela, ao descobrir, mandou matar a escrava.
And she said that this story is about a slave that the baron, the owner of this farm, was in love to, and his wife, the spirit that was talking with Rosa, discovered about his passion of this woman slave, and she prepared the thing to kill her. That's why she come to talk with Rosa. É por isso que ela veio conversar com você, segurando
a escrava.
That's why she come to talk with Rosa, bringing this woman slave to her and talking to her about the case of the farm of the baron of the Grão Mogol. Grão Mogol is the place where this farm was.
Também depois e o barão deixou a esposa presa durante 7 anos na parte de cima do casarão.
And continue this story. She said that the baron, the owner of the farm, he arrested his wife for killing, por matar, for killing the woman slave that he was in love. He arrested his wife in a house, in the part that is above the house. I forgot the name now. Sorry. It's the part that is above all the rooms, all the stairs. It's like not a basement, but a basement upside down.
An attic?
Yes, like that.
Okay.
And he arrested her wife by 7 years. Por 7 anos?
É.
By 7 years. For killing the woman, the slave that he was in love.
E quando ele morreu, ele pediu perdão para ela e ela não perdoou.
But when this owner of this farm he died, he tried to ask forgiveness to his wife, the wife that he arrested 7 years in this house, in this big house, really big house. But she couldn't give the forgiveness to him. Pode continuar.
E por isso que ficou impregnado, o espírito dela ficou preso na casa, a injustiça de ter matado a escrava grávida. Então, isso tudo ficou preso na casa.
And Rosa now said, that's why the spirit come to looking for me, to talk with me, because about it wasn't fair to kill the woman. The woman's just an act of revenge, because her husband was in love about other woman and a slave, and she killed this woman. But this woman, at the moment that she killed in the past, was pregnant. So that's why
lives instead of one.
Yeah, the sense of justice, and that's why Rosa had gone to this farm, to this old farm where all this happened, you know, to talk with the spirits and to find this spirit, the wife of the Baron, in this house to talk with her about it and help her to move on her way. Now I'm gonna ask her to continue the story that I can translate more, okay?
Nós fomos lá, nossa aparelhagem, conversamos com ela, entendemos, né? Quer dizer, alguém a escutou, alguém não a julgou. Nessa conversa ela conseguiu se libertar.
Rosa said that they had gone to the investigation. They go to the place. They bring in all the instruments, the electromagnetic, the temperature thing, all the instruments that they have for the investigation, the cameras, and she had the opportunity to talk again with this spirit, the wife of the Baron, and e o espírito teve a oportunidade de te escutar.
E também falar, né? Como vidente, como telepata, eu me comuniquei com eles.
And Rosa said, for the opportunity that she had to talk with the spirit, the wife of Baron, to talk with her, and the spirit felt, without any judgment, without any affront and confrontation, just go there and listen what the spirit had to say. She could move on in her way, to move on in her part, you know. Eu disse para ela que ela pode, diante que você conversou, sem nenhum julgamento, sem nenhum afrontamento, tal.
Ela se libertou.
Ela pode seguir o caminho.
Ela pode seguir o caminho.
She felt free, the spirit felt free and could move on, because como entendi, o problema era o senso do julgamento.
Ela ninguém entendeu. Claro que não tinha muita justificativa, mas para ela tinha mais justificativa. Porque o marido se apaixonou por ela, pela aquela escrava, porque pelas outras não tinha o sentimento.
Okay. And getting more explanation of Rosa, the part of the sense of justice that she and the part of without any judgment or confrontation, that's why the spirit talked. Why the spirit talked, the wife of the Baron? Because the people couldn't understand why specific that slave that she killed, specific that slave was the problem. Well, the problem was that specific slave that she killed, the woman, it was the woman that her husband was in love in the past, and about this woman she was betrayed for the husband. The husband betrayed her. So she had ela tinha fosse uma forma de peso, alguma coisa assim.
Porque quando houve isso, ninguém entendeu o motivo. Ninguém aceitou o motivo, só houve o julgamento, críticas e prisão.
When she killed the spirit, nobody understand why did she kill the spirit, this woman slave, and had a lot of judgment. And when this spirit communicated to Rosa, it was a sense of freedom, to move on the spirit way. Why? Because she had the opportunity to talk with Rosa without any judgment, and she know about that someone could listen her without any judgment of why she killed that innocent and pregnant woman in the past. Because she was betrayed by the husband, not just betrayed about love, you know. She lost her husband to other woman in an act of angry. She was so angry and she killed the woman. But
now, was she an older woman or was she a younger woman?
Ela era velha ou era moça?
Não, ela era relativamente nova.
Relativamente nova?
Nova.
E estava grávida.
Da escrava, né? Não,
a esposa?
Era relativamente nova.
The wife was, it wasn't so young, it was kind of young, like 30, 40.
Não, mais.
Like
Uns 40,
45, 45?
É.
45, 50 years, kind of.
Well, I think that makes a lot of sense with her age and the fact that her husband would move on and take on another woman. It was harder for a woman to restart her life.
A Deb, ela disse que pelo fato da esposa ser mais velha, né, o marido pode ter até traído a mulher pelo fato da esposa dele ter sido mais velha.
Não, já houve já tinha havido outras traições. O fato foi que ele se apaixonou e deu preferência por essa escrava.
Tá. Debbie, Rosa said that the main point of that, it wasn't to be betrayed. It was just to be betrayed, but to be betrayed about love. Why? Because he had already... Ele já tinha traído outros.
Ele teve 19 filhos.
He had other relations with other women, but the fact here, it was the wife of Barão, the spirit, she couldn't accept that he was in love for other women. That's why she killed her, because she lost her husband to other women in love, and not just to be betrayed, you know?
Yes, absolutely. I do understand.
Yeah.
And I think, what year was this that it happened?
What year? Em que ano que aconteceu?
Que ano, João?
Fazem uns 150 anos.
Fazem uns 150 anos.
About 150 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It was the time of the... o tempo que tinha aquela libertação dos escravos.
É mais.
Antes da libertação.
Antes. In the time that the farms already still had slaves here in Brazil. It's very, very in the past. A really, really time ago.
That is a very long time ago.
Yes, really.
And for her to carry that guilt for that many years must have been very hard. So for Rosa to help her, that's a blessing.
Ela disse que é muito, muito tempo. E para essa mulher carregar tudo isso muito tempo, deve ter sido muito difícil. E a oportunidade de você ter ido lá ajudá-la é como uma bênção.
Mas nós precisamos entender que o tempo do mundo energético, do mundo espiritual, não tem o peso e o tempo atual, né? Do mundo racional. O tempo lá de cima, são vibrações, então é diferente da leitura do racional aqui.
Okay. She said that the supernatural time is different from the rational time. The reading of this kind of supernatural time, it's so just a moment, Dad, please. O tempo lá em cima é diferente do tempo racional.
Porque lá aqui em cima o tempo espiritual que nós chamamos de energético são vibrações muito diferentes das atuais, da contagem racional.
Tá. She said that the time of the supernatural, it's about vibrations, and these energies are totally different from our time, a time that we say rational time, not energetic time of energies. It's different times. But she said that it was foi muito bom ajudar. Né?
Foi, a gente percebeu o alívio até do ambiente.
She said that it was a relief to help, and they felt a relief in the environment where they were in the investigation.
So the energy becomes more positive because she helped this lady. Do people live in that house?
A energia ficou mais positiva, ficou mais leve. Das pessoas que vivem naquela casa também?
Não, a casa não moram mais pessoas lá. Ela foi tombada.
Ela foi doada.
Tombada pelo patrimônio histórico.
Tá tombada.
Tombada para o patrimônio histórico.
Debbie, actually, we don't have alive people there. We don't have anybody that lives there. It was a place abandoned, and that they received the call and gone there to do the investigation. Okay, but they felt the relief, sentiram alívio. They felt the relief of the spirit to move on in her way, the wife of Barão.
That is so wonderful.
And they already said that the house was
tombada pelo patrimônio histórico, tombada,
posse do patrimônio.
O governo, por ser antiga, fez essa questão.
And this house, it was in a cultural part, was given to a cultural department of the city, like history patrimony.
Okay, like a historical landmark.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And now people can go there and feel light and love and comfort when they go to that building.
Ela disse que as pessoas agora podem ir lá e sentir luz, calma, conforto.
Tranquilidade, né? Elas sentem, quer dizer, que quando for aberto, ou as pessoas que moram lá por perto vão sentir uma diferença.
Rosa said that the people that will be there, gone to there to pass by, or people who live near from there, will feel the relief, a good environment, calm down, different energy, positive energy, as you said.
Well, that is wonderful. I was typing in the chat room for a second because I was catching people up. I'm keeping people up to date with what we're talking about.
Okay.
No, that is a wonderful case, and I want to thank her for sharing that because I really enjoyed that. Is Rosa an author? Has she ever written a book?
Sorry, I couldn't understand.
Has Rosa ever written a book?
Writing a book?
Yeah.
Primeiro ela te elogiou bastante, né? Ela disse que gosta, né, que desses casos, gosta de conversar sobre isso. E ela perguntou se você já escreveu algum livro.
Já escrevi um livro que é Paranormalidade, o Elo Perdido. Tem um que quero lançar sobre fantasmas e espíritos.
She said that she has writing books. She has one already that's about paranormality and the lost.
Elo Perdido.
This will be difficult, but it's like the lost Earth, and she's writing right now another book about
Fantasmas.
About ghosts and spirits. She's writing.
That's awesome.
Isso é maravilhoso.
When she publishes, have her tell her to put it right on my Facebook so I can order that book.
Ok. Ela disse que assim que você terminar, divulgue no seu Facebook que ela quer pedir esse livro.
Vamos fazer isso.
She said that she will do. Com muito prazer, né?
Com muito
With
prazer.
a great pleasure.
That's so awesome. I'm so happy for her. I've been watching all the YouTube shows that she's been putting out, and tell her I don't understand the language, but I know what she's doing and I understand what I see.
Ok. Ela disse que ela gosta muito de falar contigo. Ela assiste todos os programas do YouTube. Ela não entende a língua, mas ela sente o que ela assiste.
Sim, a vibração, porque lá está se manifestando, ela capta.
She said that you can feel because you can see the vibration and you can get this vibration of all the investigations that you see on YouTube.
How many videos do they have on YouTube now?
Quantos vídeos você tem no YouTube agora?
500.
Quanto?
500.
500.
Wow.
entre investigações, reportagens,
entrevistas.
Between investigation, TV programs here in Brazil and other web TVs, interviews, a lot of kind of programs, but all of them, todos eles falando do propósito paranormalidade.
Sim.
All of them talking about the paranormality proposal, okay? O lema do programa, né? The motto of their program, you know, the main phrase that they follow in their program, the paranormal vision, is respect the supernatural without any judgment or affrontation or confrontation.
That is fantastic, and I'm so glad you said that, because a lot of people do not respect the paranormal.
Ela disse que ela ficou muito feliz com isso porque muitas pessoas não respeitam a paranormalidade.
Muitas vezes por falta de conhecimento ou de vivência.
Sometimes, she said, a lot of people do that, they act without respect because they don't have the knowledge, they don't know what they are doing, and they didn't had a lot of lifetime, you know, to get experience, to do not do that. You know, they should have respect, they should have more attention, and don't judge, and don't have confrontation. Eles têm que ter mais respeito, não devem julgar.
Porque é um processo que, de fato, só o entendimento e a razão não completa a vivência que é necessária.
She said that just having the rational part, the understand superficially, entender superficialmente, doesn't complete all the lifetime that we should have. Nós precisamos de
vivenciar, traduzir.
We have to traduce. We have to live what is happened at that time, to understand, and then you have to live the time, go there, do the investigation, and you can traduce what has happened there. But to do that, you have to have the knowledge.
Permitir que a sua capacidade também participe.
And besides
capacidade paranormal.
Allow your capacity to be of paranormal, to act paranormal, with the permission, com a permissão, with the permission of whom called you there, energy or spirit.
Well, thank you for saying that. I agree with you.
Could you get the idea, Debbie?
Yeah, and I agree very much with you. A lot of people break into places lately, and just to get the thrill of a scare. And does she ever go into a location where another team already went into it and things are worse than they were before?
If she gone to do investigation, a location that other team with other proposal of paranormality, that's the question?
Has she ever gone to a location where another team had already been in and things are worse? The paranormal activity is worse than it was before.
Ok. Se você já foi em algum lugar que já teve alguma outra equipe com uma investigação paranormal, mas que alguma coisa ruim aconteceu, eu não sei se foi alguma coisa ruim que aconteceu com a equipe ou se foi uma equipe ruim. Assim.
Eu tive no Barão, aconteceu um fato, entendeu? Com alguém da nossa equipe que meio que afrontou. Logo depois o capataz do Barão apareceu para mim, teve pessoas que viram, o espírito me puxou e quebrou meu braço.
She said about a worst thing, a bad thing that happened in one of investigation that they were doing. The same investigation of Grão-Mogol, the farm of Grão-Mogol, Barão, okay, the wife of the Barão, she was doing some investigation in a lot of places of this farm. In a specific part of the farm, other spirit, like a foreman of the farm. She said to me to say that when she entered at this place, a specific place, someone of the team that they had at that day, a lot of team, let's say that they had, they had another team of TV program here in Brazil, a national TV program in Brazil, were of them, but she had a person of her team that did a confrontation to the spirit that was in the specific local.
Como eu era responsável, eles vieram por perto de mim.
She was responsible for doing the interview, but the guy that was with them, he didn't had he did an affront to the spirit, and the spirit looked to her, the foreman of the farm. It was the guy that that was looking for all the slaves, you know, to not run away and to put in the farm. This foreman, that was another spirit talking with her there, said, "Okay, you are affronting me, so I'll get." Ele falou, né? Se vocês estão me afrontando, vou puxar.
Sim,
The foreman,
é a lei do retorno. Okay. Foi feito, ele pôde fazer. Houve uma abertura.
The spirit of the foreman said, "Okay, I had a frontman of someone of your team, so I'm gonna do something now." And this spirit pushed her to the ground. And and specifically this time, when she was not pushed, she laid down. In this time, she felt and she broken her fist, a part of her fist. Yes.
Is that what happened to Rosa's arm?
And that's one of the reasons that we said some time ago from now, that they got more strong in their motto of the program, you know, the main phrase, because it's necessary to have respect, it's necessary to go there without any judgment, it's necessary to go without any kind of confrontation or affront. And she suffered the acts of other guy that was in the team, but at that time doesn't have the knowledge or the experience to lead of that kind of situation, and then she suffered the consequences. But after that, she had the opportunity. Depois disso, você teve a oportunidade de conversar.
Conversar, explicar, até pedir, né, desculpas pela invasão, pela postura racional de alguém da equipe.
And after this fact, she had the opportunity to call the spirit of the foreman and talk with him and to ask him the forgiveness for someone of the team confrontation, and start to talk with him para fazer o trabalho, né? To do the process that they do when they find a spirit that needs some help or need to follow his way or her way, the spirit way.
That's a fantastic story.
Mas foi a única vez que eu ouvi isso. Todo o tempo da minhas vivências.
A Debbie disse que é uma história fantástica. É. But the Rosa said that she was the only fact de cair, o único fato.
Foi o único fato agressivo mesmo, foi esse.
The only aggressive fact that happened in all her life, em toda a sua vida.
Toda a minha vida.
In all her life, some spirit pushed her down. It was just this one, but it wasn't because her. It was because someone of the team, and then she suffered the consequences because she was the lead of the team at that specific moment, and but she had the opportunity to talk with the spirit, to ask forgiveness, and to help the spirit to move on in his way.
That was very important for her to share the story with us, because a lot of people do not take it seriously, that it can be very dangerous to antagonize and aggravate the spirit.
A Deb disse que isso foi muito importante, essa história foi muito importante, porque muita gente não tem noção, não tem respeito por isso, do que eles estão mexendo e o que isso pode causar.
Sim, pode, além de machucar, consequências negativas na vida das pessoas depois de um tempo.
Rosa said, yes, Debbie, and besides that, besides to have a hurt, let's say, in that specific moment,
Material e psicológico.
you could bring something negative for your life too, doing that, if you can understand what you're doing. If you doesn't proceed in a positive way, you know, it just from that specific moment, you can bring for a long time, you know, and in a material way, in a psychological way too. Psicologia?
Psicológico.
In a mind way, you know, could bring some negative things for your life. Por isso que você tem que ter o conhecimento para poder saber mexer e ajudar e perceber.
A vivência e também a sensibilidade, a percepção de depois contornar para as coisas ficarem vibrando com a mesma vibração positiva.
That's why you have to have the knowledge, you have to have the lifetime of doing that. To solve the problems, para resolver os problemas, and bring positive things for the energy or the spirit that you are.
Humildade.
Pela energia ou pelo espírito que você está direcionando.
Naquele momento, naquela situação.
For the energy or spirit that we're talking at that specific moment, and for you in your life, and not just to come up and say something or do something. You have to have the lifetime and the knowledge to procedure in a positive way. Você tem que ter experiência e vivimento para você proceder de uma forma positiva.
E humildade para admitir o erro por uma energia que não tem corpo, né?
And admit to lay down the head, to admit the mistake.
Pedir desculpas.
To ask for forgiveness for something that you don't know what really is.
That's fantastic. And we have like a minute left. I would like to ask Rosa to give all her website and the YouTube information for people to go see you and check out the video.
I'm gonna ask her. Ela quer passar, tem um minuto faltando, ela quer passar todo o website, o site, tá? O YouTube, o canal do YouTube, tá? Para o pessoal que está ouvindo, para poder seguir vocês, tá?
Então,
I'm gonna say, okay, the channel. So you can look Rosa Maria Jaques in the YouTube. Just put in youtube.com.br. Then you put after that that transversal part, and you put Rosa, R-O-S-A, Maria, M-A, R-I, sorry, yes, the last letters.
Okay.
And
It's okay.
and Jaques.
Jaques.
Yes, thank you.
That's okay. She's got a very beautiful name anyway. So, Rosa, I love you. Thank you so much. Tonio, thank you. Jose, thank you. I love you guys.
I'm gonna say. Ela tá agradecendo muito, tá agradecendo pela presença de todo mundo aqui, tá? E disse que foi tudo muito bom, foi tudo muito bem, né? E que ela até me ajudou agora a divulgar o site também. Você quer dar uma mensagem dela?
Eu agradeço, também te amo muito, te admiro muito pelo seu trabalho, muito obrigada também pela oportunidade que você está me dando de divulgar um espaço aqui no Brasil, conhecer que aqui no Brasil também tem caça-fantasma.
Rosa said that it's a very big pleasure to be with you in your program, everybody, always. And she really admires you, and she's thankful for the opportunity to be here in your program, talking about what they really like to do, and to publish, to divulgate this part of the ghost hunter here in Brazil, that it doesn't exist in the moment like they do right now, like a reality. You know, to go there to do the investigation, but to solve the problem, to talk with the spirits and solve their problems and help them to move on. And she said that she loves you too.
Oh, it's awesome. And I hate to say goodnight to you, but I will actually ask to have her on again. And I appreciate you helping with the translation. It's a wonderful thing we're doing for everybody to understand us all.
We really appreciate the Rosa, really appreciate João too, really appreciate to talk with you tonight, and I really appreciate too. Sometimes I lost words. I ask forgiveness for you guys, but we try to translate all the good ideas, the real idea that why she does this work, the paranormal activism, why she has the program. The mission is that
90 seconds
is to help, to move on, and have respect without any judgment or affront.
Well, it was perfect and wonderful. So thank you guys all so much. And I'll say goodnight now to everybody.
Okay.
And Rosa, thank you. Jose, thank you.
Thank you, muito obrigada. Até a próxima, querida. Foi prazer muito grande.
Thank you, Debbie. It was a really pleasure, that she said. Really pleasure.
60 seconds.
She loves you. Thank you a
Love
lot.
you guys.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Have a good
Good
night.
night.
Good night for you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Muito obrigado, viu?
Nossa, saiu muito bem, dá segurança pra gente.
Muito
That
obrigado.
was beautiful. You all were wonderful. I love you all so much.
A Deb disse que foi muito bonito, que foi muito bacana, todo o programa foi muito legal, tudo que você falou.
Eu agradeço a Deb e é muito importante, Deb, o seu programa para divulgar uma realidade que existe, que muitas vezes as pessoas têm medo de dizer que é minha casa, que eu vejo espíritos, então tirar esse medo.
10 seconds.
She said that she loves you, and she's really thankful to be here with you first, and to have the opportunity to talk for all the guys that are listening. Debbie?
It's going to put on us, so I'm going to say good night now, and I will talk with everybody very, very soon.
Okay. And she said that...
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Valeu, Gui. Muito obrigado. Ó, esse é o Ganiveiro, nosso compositor aqui, ó. Ele que compõe todas as trilhas, todos os programas do Visão Paranormal.
Valeu, gente. Até mais.
Gostaram? Viraram